And you mentioned Matt Bourne. There was some incident. Obviously, he passed away recently, but in a match on an independent show where apparently it turned into a little bit of a shoot. Is that true?
Yeah, well, Matt and I, we've had trouble 20 years ago, probably 30 years ago. We had a couple of fights in Mid-South, and I kind of worked him over a little bit back in the day. I was 300 pounds, you know. But the way it was, we were in an independent show. Things kind of boiled over. Matt and I had trouble in the ring. I told the referee, told him, let's settle it in the dressing room, not in front of the people. And I went down in the dressing room, and I was waiting for him to come down the stairs, and he never came down the stairs. And I'm like, what in the world? Finally, the referee comes down, because I wasn't in any, you know, at 50 plus back then, I wasn't in any, you know, shape to fight, but I wasn't afraid of Matt Bourne, that's for sure. And he never came downstairs, never came. Finally, the referee comes down, he said, hey, we went from the ring out the fire exit and in his car. He had already taken his bag, all his pictures and everything, and put in his car. So it looked like he was going to try to ambush me in the ring.
You want to work? You want? Huh? Make your move, this. Get him, funny man! Come on! You want to work? You want to fight? You want to work? Just smash him with the wood, Duggan!
Can we roll that footage? Okay. This is Doug, and you'll feel the pain.
Back to Hernandez and Williams, and for that.
What's he doing there? It's a bit late, isn't it?
Yeah.
The power of Hernandez, and what I was saying was, since he has come back, Hernandez has come back to TNA.
We'll go through this
Mexico.
and see what Doug feels.
He has just had a different motivation, just a mean streak in him.
He's been totally dominant for the past year in Mexico, and totally dominant tonight against Douglas Williams. 0-1 wins for Williams, who just got nailed with the border toss. 3-count academic. The winner of the match.
There we go. It looks bad, doesn't it? It felt bad, but it didn't feel bad until I watched it.
Sorry, Doug.
Right.
I mean, that looked like he killed you.
Yeah, no, it didn't kill me. I'm still alive.
No,
I'm talking but
it's not that hologram thing.
I had this, it's interesting, there's a little backstory to it, is that they wanted to get Hernandez over strong, as they always try and do now and then. Yeah. And it all fails, and they go back to being a tag team. But anyway, try to get him over strong. They wanted him to have a brand new finisher, something devastating. So, blah, we're sitting backstage. Should we do this? No. Should we do that? No. He wanted to do something, and he asked the agent. The agent said no. And we're like, oh, well, just go back to the border toss. Fine. So that's what we went back to. Regrettably, I'm the one that suggested it as well. Why don't you just do the border toss like this, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the backstory to it. So that's kind of my fault. But that happens. It didn't feel that bad. It felt like, I mean, I've done 100 kind of high-angle suplexes when I worked in Japan. People almost dropping me in my head, and that always felt quite safe. And that when that happened, when I landed, it just felt really like one of those. But it was still scary flying through the air because I didn't feel any control. I was like, I'm going to land how I'm going to land.
Yeah.
So he covers me 1, 2, 3, and at that point I was kind of angry. I was thinking that was a bit sloppy, and I had this desire to just pop up.
Yeah.
And follow him to the back.
Yeah.
But like, whatever, professionalism took over, so I just sold it, like, you know, and the referee's all checking on me. And then Terry Taylor at the back's convinced I wasn't okay. He was convinced. He goes, you're not okay, you're not okay. I'm going, I'm fine, Terry, I really am. He goes, no, get checked out. He made me go and get checked, Duggan concussion tests and all this rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just screaming. I'm not screaming, I'm going, I'm fine, Terry, really, I am, you know.
Mass transit.
Massive transit.
That was
you knew. Mass transit.
Favorite of ours, tape traders back in the day.
Oh yeah, it was. You guys remember that? You guys ever see this?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So there's this kid that was like 19 years old or something.
Yeah, 17. Underage.
Oh my gosh, and he was probably $4
Yeah.
He gets in a match with New Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, of course. I don't know the full story. You might know more than me, Jocko, and I want to hear it.
Yeah, it was with. But
let me just finish
me. Me.
Basically, bottom line. And I don't know if this is the truth, but the kid needed to get color, and New Jack bladed him with a freaking X-Acto
because he
knife.
didn't know how. He was like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Can you do it for me?
New Jack, being the fine, upstanding young man that he is, said, I'll show you how to gauge, and butchered him with a freaking easy what did I say? Exacto.
It was yeah.
Coast to coast, brother.
that. Yeah.
Coast to coast, and it was like turn the faucet on of blood, and this is not exaggeration. Puddles. It's
Pouring
really,
out.
really bad. So, Jacko, tell me your tale since you've actually seen it.
Oh, I love it. It was a great story.
Okay.
Jacko's freaking hammered, man.
He looked at me. Their last story goes,
Jacko just self-popped. He didn't say a word.
So you told that story.
the second time.
I noticed as gals are telling the story, you guys were in your own conversation once again.
It's an us versus them mentality in here, Chris.
Versus Gallows and Jericho. There's going to be a rumble tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so
17, wanted to get color, didn't know how to do it. New Jack did it, split him across the head, bleeding profusely.
Oh, profusely is a great word.
Oh, it was just absolutely disgusting.
Buckets.
Heaps.
It was,
Stuck hogs.
I love
another Australian word.
Heaps.
Yeah.
Heaps.
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 Yeah, heaps.
So what happened to the guy? Did he get stitches?
Well,
Got a horrific scar on his
apparently
face.
they took him off,
Hey.
and as he was being dragged out, his dad was yelling shit, and like he needed to go to hospital.
His dad was about
but
to
he
go.
tried to claw onto the door, and he said, "No, Dad, I'm one of the boys now."